The following portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by Isaac's Pools and Spas. Once again, we've made our way here to Isaac's Pools and Spas on the Bristol Highway in Johnson City this morning. I'm joined by Heather Gosnell. And Heather, really hot outside. Lots of folks are taking advantage of those pools. But there's some things you need to keep in mind this summer as we're kind of getting into the heat of the summer. Some things you need to keep in mind when you're working with your pool.
You're going to want to make sure that you are checking your skimmer more often, chlorine level, bring a water test in more often. Mustard algae's bad right now, rain, things like that. You want to make sure that you're keeping your level straight or you'll turn green quick.
And you got, you talked about the perfect scenario there because we're getting that heat during the day, then we're getting those thunderstorms, and it's knocking leaves off the trees and things of that nature. There's a lot to keep in mind there.
There is. People have had chairs, irons coming into their water now, so you've really got to watch it, especially during these hot days.
All right, and you all have plenty of pool supplies, plenty of chemicals. You're actually running a special on those tabs back there. Tell us about that.
We are. You can get two 25-pound buckets, and you get $100 off on your second one. So it's kind of a big deal right now. There's a slow dissolving. They've got algae crystals in them and water clarifier.
So great product there. And y'all have several weekly specials as well.
Every week we update them. They're on our board, our Facebook page, our website. We usually run them on polishing glue, Smart Shield to help keep the heat in, different things like that that are useful for you each week.
All right, and you got some, we're going to go talk to Cliff here in just a few moments about some back to school specials that you all have going on. Let's check in with Cliff. It is back to school time, and the folks here at Isaac's Pools and Spas have got a little special deal going on that we want to talk about today. And I'm joined by Cliff Henderson. And Cliff, tell us about this. You know, school supplies, we got to get those to the students, and y'all have got a very special deal going on.
That we do. It's that time of year again, and we're offering a great chance to where you can exchange your school supplies for swimming pool supplies right now. All you have to do is bring your school supplies to us here at Isaac's, and in exchange, we'll give you $10 off your pool chemical purchase of $100.
So we're looking here, you got things like colored pencils, any school supplies really, packs of paper, whatever it is, bring it in, get $10 off of your pool supplies. That's a great deal.
That it is, and all of this we're taking in so that we can exchange out, and these are going to be donated to Mission Agape, who helps here in the local area, not just with school supplies, but also distributes clothes, shooting, and other goods to families in need.
And you know, you work here at Isaac's Pools and Spas, but it's great to be able to help the community with a school drive like this, isn't it?
Oh, that's it. We always look to help out through the community. We've been doing Toys for Tots for years now, and this is just another example of how Isaac's tries to keep your money here locally in the community.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to step over here. You know, we've talked about the pools, we've talked about the school supplies. Now we're going to talk about the hot tubs over here with Matt. We're going to check in with Matt right now. You know, here at Isaac's Pools and Spas, the second half of that name, it's all about the spas. And I'm talking to Matt Croy right now about spas. And y'all have a very special sale going on right now.
We do. Right now we're offering 0% financing on all models or a free spa side umbrella.
And I know a lot of folks like to have that umbrella to put over top.
They sure do. It's great in the summertime.
But getting that financing is a big deal too.
It is.
Yeah. Yep. Let's talk about, you know, you got a brand new line of platinum spas here. Tell us about them.
We're excited to have platinum spas on our showroom floor. They look great, they're sharp, and they're fully loaded from the factory. With Bluetooth music, ozone, great warranties. They're just a really nice, affordable spa.
And having that audio, that's a big deal because normally if you upgrade on the audio, that's like a $1,000 upcharge.
It sure
and it's
is.
Included in this.
Yep, Bluetooth music is included on all platinum spas.
Talk to me, these are really top-notch quality spas, aren't they?
They are. They have a 3-year warranty that covers all major components. They have a steel base and frame instead of wood, so they're just a great deal.
And you got different price points for folks and different sizes as well.
Yep, we sure do, anywhere from a 3-person spa all the way up to a 6- or 7-person spa.
And speaking of spas, you're actually going to be holding a spa school here. Tell us about that.
That's right. We love having our spa school here at Isaac's Pools. Everyone's invited, you know, so everybody can come. We'll cover, you know, all the basics, you know, just to make your hot tub experience, you know, easier.
Right.
And we'll go over, you know, basic maintenance on spas, how to clean filters, and just take care of them in general.
And I think a lot of people, you know, they want a spa, but they're a little intimidated, and this just gets them gets their feet wet, so to speak.
It sure does. It sure does.
But it teaches you the things you need to know as a beginner if you're buying a spa for the first time.
That's exactly
Or you might have had one for a while, and it teaches you maybe some things you didn't know.
To sharpen up a little bit, you know, that's no problem.
All right. This is a great time to come in and check out these new platinum spas.
That's exactly right.
All right, Matt Corey, we appreciate you, sir.
Thank you very much.
It is Isaac's Pools and Spas. They've got plenty of pool equipment, they got plenty of pool chemicals, and they got all kinds of brand new platinum spas here. You need to come and check it out. It is Isaac's Pools and Spas right here on the Bristol Highway in Johnson City. The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by Isaac's Pools and Spas.